guys, welcome back to my channel. So listen, I have been wanting to do a morning routine video for you guys for some time, and this is it. This is my real life 5 a.m. 9 to 5 morning routine. And I just wanted to do something to show you guys, motivate and inspire you guys. For those of you who are wanting to get a morning routine set up, getting up at 5 a.m. is very hard, but it's definitely doable. But usually when I get up in the mornings, there are some things that I have gotten into the habit of doing Monday through Friday when I work, and I find that they're very ideal things to do, and I'm sure that anyone can definitely implement a lot of these things into your everyday life. The benefits of waking up early in the morning are just that I'm able to get much more done. I'm able to, have more time to focus on my self-care in the morning. I move pretty slow in the morning. I don't know about y'all, but I like to take my time. I don't like being rushed. So usually one of the first things I do when I get up is, I just get up and splash some water on my face. I thank God that I'm up. Usually that's one of the very, very first things I do. But I do usually go and splash some water on my face, get my skin, nice and fresh to start my day. Just take some time to wake up. And putting a little water, lukewarm water in the morning is really great because it opens up my pores, and I can go ahead and start getting my face ready for doing some of my morning time skin care before I start getting ready for going to the gym and stuff. For those of you who are wondering, this shirt says I woke up like this. Isn't it super cute? And I usually do wear a silk bonnet and some type of African printed head wrap, and I usually spend the recommended 2-minute time frame, guys, to do my to brush my teeth. I'm very big on dental hygiene, y'all. Gingivitis and all that stuff, it is real, okay? Gum disease, it is real. I've seen so many people with just poor dental just in general, just teeth, just bad, y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just thankful that I'm able to take the time in the morning to be able to brush my teeth the proper way, take the time I need to just take care of one of the things people see when they see me, which is my smile. Usually once I finish brushing my teeth, the next thing that I do is go ahead and put a little bit of estrogen on my face for my skin, and then once I do that, I usually move on to making up my bed. So I have come across a lot of adults, y'all, that still don't believe in making up their beds, and I don't know why, because there's so much research around making your beds now. Of course, for me, I was raised on you get out of the bed, you make up your beds. I mean, my parents were even to the point where I had to make up their bed sometime in the morning. But that's neither here nor there. But usually when I make my bed up, I do laundry every week. But in between making up my bed, I do like to spray some of the Downy Unstoppables spray on my sheets and stuff. Because when I get home from work, whether it's been a long day or not, I just like to be able to pull back my sheets and just smell that good old fresh scent. It just on top of being able to take a nice fresh shower before you go to bed, or a nice relaxing bath, whichever one I choose to do, it's also good that I'm able to take a moment when I get in my bed, pull back some sheets that smell really good. It's just so inviting, and making up your bed in the morning is just another way, honestly, guys, to make sure you don't get back in it. Because once I make my bed up and I look back and it looks nice and pretty, I'm not going to want to disturb that, because I'm going to be just anticipating the end of the day when I can come home and get in my bed. So if you guys don't believe me, do your research. There's plenty of articles out there that show you the benefits of making your bed up in the morning. FYI, before y'all start judging me, my sheets and pillows are not dirty, okay? Don't even try it. I just want to point that out because I was looking at the video. I was like, my sheets, I know they're not dirty because I just washed them. Like, this was on Monday, and I washed my sheets on Saturday, so I know it's not clean. Like I said, I do this every week. I do this. But anyways, these cute pillows are from Amazon. Most of my bedding is from Amazon. But I'll have another video to share that information with you guys at some other time. And I just usually spray again one last time before I move on. So after I've made up my bed in the morning, the next thing I usually do is I start journaling, guys. Oh my gosh, journaling has it's just been a lifesaver for me. I am one of those people where I have dreams a lot. Like, I know there are people who probably don't dream, or maybe they don't pay attention to their dreams when they wake up, or they can't remember. But thankfully, when I am able to remember what I dreamed about, it's helpful for me to go ahead and write those down in my dream journal. Because a lot of times, guys, we can sometimes get the direction for our life in our dreams, and I think it's important to pay attention to that. And what's been helpful for me is being able to write those dreams down as best as I can remember them, so that I don't have anxiety and I'm worried about, oh, what was this about or that about, throughout the day. So it allows me to be able to go back and account for what I dreamed about, because a lot of times it does happen and play out into my real life. So I just like to just kind of record my dreams so I know what's happening in my life, or sometimes just knowing what to expect next, because those are usually answers to my prayers. So usually once I'm done journaling, I set quite multiple alarms in the morning. So right about now, there's probably another alarm going off just to remind me, okay, it's time to start getting ready to go to the gym. But before I do that, I sometimes just have to take a moment and just sit on the side of the bed and just get myself together. I told y'all I move slow in the morning, so me getting up at 5 a.m., sometimes even 4 a.m. is a must, because I have to take my time and get ready. Don't mind the big booty. I'm just playing. But after I finish journaling, it's time to move on to the gym. And so lately I have been wearing this sweat vest that I got from Amazon. All my big booty girls understand this struggle right here. You just got to get that thing over. Yeah, there we go. Pull it a little bit and get them in there. And it's been very, very helpful for me. Actually, yeah, I did get it from Amazon. Because I'm going to say, did I get it from somewhere? But it is from Amazon, and I'll share it with you guys later on. But it's been a really great help improving my workouts. I haven't been as consistent as I need to be, but I got the vest and I got that extra push and motivation so that I can, amp up my workouts and get as much out of them as I can when I'm working out in the mornings. So yeah, I'm putting my shoes on, getting ready to move on to the next thing, so that I can go ahead and go to the gym and get this workout on, y'all. I hope you guys are taking some time to get up in the mornings and get yourself together and work out as well, or just getting a routine together. It does take time, guys, but once you get into the groove of things, it just makes life so much better. So usually once I'm done getting dressed for the gym, I gotta fix my water bottle. You gotta stay hydrated, sis. Stay hydrated, okay? Water is life. So I usually take a water bottle with me when I go to the gym, but also when I wake up first thing in the morning, I do make it a habit to drink some water as well, just so I can wake up my organs. It helps a lot with my digestion. I used to be someone who had digestion issues, and that, of course, I know was part of my diet and what I ate, but I also was not drinking enough water, and I didn't drink water at the right times of day. And one of the things I've been doing lately is Detox Water. I love lemon water. It's my favorite, my go-to, but lately I've been in love with water and orange slices, as well as lemon slices, and it just gives a nice citrusy flavor to water, because I know sometimes when you're drinking water it can be blah, but to keep me from going to the sweet stuff, I usually add something to my water. Once I drink my water, I gotta get my vitamins, y'all. I don't know about you, but vitamins are life. We are not getting enough of our nutrients in the foods that we eat. Unless you sitting around eating grass all day, it ain't happening, sis. So make sure you take your vitamins. I usually take B12 and like a multivitamins, the gummies in the mornings. Yes, I'm 32 and I still take gummies. But usually once I do that, I go ahead and grab my phone, my water bottle, turn off most of the lights in the house, leave that one light on, and I'm off to the gym. So once I get back from the gym, I usually have like maybe an hour and a half or so left to get ready for work. And so I just try to make the most of that hour and a half time frame that I have. First thing I do is get the heat turned up a little bit because it's usually cold when I first get up in the morning. That's why I usually throw in a robe. Once I get from the gym, I usually turn that bad boy up a little bit, and then I go ahead and change clothes and get ready to shower. So once I slip into my comfy little Chanel robe, I usually go to the bathroom, turn on the water, let it warm up a little bit. I really like my water, like not like scalding hot, y'all, but hot, And one of the things I like to do when I'm in the shower is listen to like really relaxing music. So I find like positive vibe music that I look up on like YouTube in the mornings to just kind of like get my vibes, on the right frequency and stuff in the morning. It really helps instead of listening to like rap music or music with words to where you're like taking on somebody else's emotions or whatever the song is about. Like I just listen to like lo-fi music and things like that, things that have like binaural beats to it, to just really set the mood for my day, because that's really important. What you listen to, it affects you. So usually when I am getting ready to take a shower, in most cases I do like to start my morning also with lighting either a candle, or in this case, I am lighting a candle, but it's going to be for my scented waxes. I did get a little bit on my Bible, but it's cool. And then I hop into the shower to set the mood. Now, for the purpose of the video, I did leave the lights on, of course, but in most cases, y'all, I do turn the lights off and take a shower with the lights off. It just really creates like a zen spotlight feeling in the mornings, just taking a shower to the candlelight. Trust me, it's gonna change your life. And I like to start my shower off, I go ahead and scrub my body. I've been using this like charcoal soap by Yardley's. For those of you who are on a budget, it can be found in the Dollar Tree, girl, okay? And I've actually liked the soap. Like I researched it and I saw a lot of different reviews of it online. So I've been trying like different products, and I really like that one. And then while I'm in the shower, I'll go ahead and do my facial scrub as well. I think this one is like one of those pink grapefruit or something like that I got out of my Ipsy bag subscription like a few months ago, and I just never finished using it. So I usually do like to do like a scrub or something when I'm in the shower on my face. And then I do body scrubs as well, guys. I like to do this one is actually like a brown sugar cinnamon scrub that I made, and it's really great because once I get out of the shower, I don't usually have to oil up my body or anything like that. So yes, moving on. Once I get out the shower, I start with the rest of I keep up with the rest of my skincare routine and my self-care routine. And I do like a gentle facial moisturizing cleanser to follow up that facial scrub. And I know it might be a little bit much. But while I'm doing that, after this, I usually follow up with a spin brush as well. So I got this little facial brush actually from Walmart, but I know there's also some on Amazon, and this is the Conair brand. You guys don't have to get this. There are plenty of brands out there, but I was on a budget, girl. Okay, I didn't have $100 and some or $50 to spend on a brush. This one was great for me. It does the job just fine. Okay, so for anybody who's looking for a cost-effective way to have a spin brush, this is one route to go, sis. Guys, using spin brush lately has been really beneficial to my skin. I've noticed changes, especially when you first start using the product. I am gonna say I don't know, it's like I have a breakout really bad at first, and then once I continue using it my skin just gets better and better and better. So you have to be consistent with it. Again, I use paper towels to wipe up and pat dry water from my face, because it's just much better than using towels. After that, once I finish my skincare or cleansing my face, I move on to putting my daily moisturizer on with SPF. My grandmother was the queen of oil of Olay on her skin, even years after she was unable to keep up with her skincare because she had Alzheimer's and was in a home. Her skin was still very supple, and I know that came from years and years and years of just taking care of her skin and being consistent with her products. So one of the ways I feel like I connect with her to this day is that I still use the oil of Olay that my grandmother used to use. Once I do that, I do my lip scrub. So I use just sugar and oil. You can use olive oil, coconut oil, and I just scrub away all that dead, dry skin that you can sometimes have, especially during the winter month. So I would advise you guys to try it as well, because it leaves your lips super soft and smooth, and it just reveals that pretty new fresh layer of skin. One of the other things that I like to do in the morning, and that I've become in a habit of doing, y'all, is I light my sage in the morning. I know there are a lot of people who have, their say so about sage, but as for me and in my household, I use sage. This is how I start my day. I usually cleanse the negativity away by going into a downward motion, going down, and then I come back up with a prayer and an affirmation of what I want to bless into my life. And this is just what I do as a part of my spirituality. If you guys are interested in learning more, you can definitely do some research on sage. So usually once I do my sage in the morning, I go ahead and, like I said, I seal the deal with reading my scripture. And one of the favorite scriptures of mine is Psalms 23. This is also a favorite of my grandmother's. We used to read this together when I was a little girl, and it's just become a habit of mine to always read Psalms 23. This Bible is old, by the way, but it's my grandmother's Bible, so it's going to stay with me. Usually after I'm done with the Bible reading, I go into the room, and it's time to, just go a little deeper, girl. Loosen up the neck and shoulders, and I sit into my position to get ready to do my morning meditation. And I usually meditate for anywhere to 15 to 30 minutes. But just giving, even if it's 5 minutes, guys, I know when you're first starting out, it can be difficult, but taking some time to just really connect with your higher self is important. Connecting with God is very important, and so I definitely have to have this in the morning. I feel like my days go super, super different when I incorporate all of these spiritual practices into my daily life. If you guys want to know more about meditating, you can definitely do some research. But for me, meditation is super, super important. Also, take some time to study the hand positions as well, because they do have a meaning as well. It's just not for show. So if you guys are going to delve into this and incorporate these things into your life, which I think you can definitely benefit from them, I would just suggest doing your research as well. There are like some guided meditations that you can do that you can find on YouTube, but sometimes I just like to be in silence and, be in the moment. Usually once I'm done with my meditating, or kind of like in between, I'll go ahead and do some stretches. I have a curvy body, and I don't want to be like, oh, my butt is super big. I don't want to sound like I'm bragging or nothing. But I know, and most of y'all will agree, if you're kind of, heavy in the bottom and blessed in certain areas, you can have like different lower back issues and stuff. So I have to stretch. And lately I've also been doing yoga as well. Even if you don't have issues because of your, being blessed in parts of your body more than others, it's just beneficial to take time to honor your body in the morning. And this is how I honor myself. I'm very big on self-care. This is how I honor myself in my temple, by stretching, getting all that, those muscles free and loose, so that I can be the best Jessica for the day that I can possibly be. And again, YouTube has some really great videos if you want to start incorporating some yoga moves into your stretches in the morning. If you don't know where to really start, I suggest starting there, and then you can get comfortable and know what works for you. But this is what works for me, and I just wanted to share some of that with you guys. Like I said, I'll go back and forth between like yoga to just stretching. I like to listen to my body, and just pay attention to where it needs the most attention. Once I'm done, it is time for me to go ahead and start getting ready for work. With it being like daylight savings time, it's usually still pretty dark, so, but still, you guys get the point. It's usually still pretty dark outside, so I had to use some lighting, so forgive me for the lighting kind of like changing in the video. But I usually like try on my shirt that I'm going to wear for the day once I figure out that I'm going to wear it, and kind of see how it feels on me, if it looks right. Give myself a little bit of time to like see if I need to make some adjustments or whatnot. Of course, I'm going to wear undershirt under this because I noticed that my boob is kind of doing the most right there. And when I move around the day, I don't want to be giving anybody any boob action. No free peep shows over here. So once I figure out what I'm wearing for the day, I move right along to finish up my morning routine, which now is going to be focused on my hair and makeup. So this is like day 2 of a twist out. Usually when I wash my hair, I twist it up, and I may wear those twists for like a week before I actually take them down. And in between wearing them, like I just do like these little pineapples. So when I take them down, I just kind of separate them, and I oil my scalp. If it's been a few days. You guys can see I'm using Aunt Jackie's, and I love the smell of that avocado and grapeseed oil. So my hair, this, just so you guys know, is like for the It's actually multi-textured, but I'm gonna say 4B because that's mostly what it is. My coils are very tight, but I usually, once I oil my scalp, I put use Aunt Jackie's knot on my watch. The Instant Detangler, it's also a styling moisturizer as well, and I just kind of put that on my hair to add a little bit of moisture in areas where it is or appears to be dry, because it really isn't dry, but I just like to add a little bit more moisture so that it goes with me throughout the day. And then I rub that oil in real good, because I just hate having like dry, itchy scalp. So what I'm using right now is the Don't Shrink, the elongating curl gel from Aunt Jackie's. I have like the sample sizes right now. They were a sponsor for my Hello Gorgeous Beauty Brunch, and so I had like a lot of samples that they sponsored and gave. But what I do is I could just kind of separate my curls, put a little bit of the gel on my finger and just kind of twist it around my curls, just so that they're a lot more defined, and it just stretches them out naturally so that they hang the way that I want. Because I mean, the shrinkage is real, y'all. That's why it's Don't Shrink. I think that's the perfect name for it, because that's exactly what I wanted to do, is not shrink. So I love this product. I recommend you guys trying it if you're interested in a product to just, leave your curls a lot more popping. I definitely recommend Aunt Jackie's. And I'll definitely do a video to show you guys how I start out with my twist and the process that I use to have these beautiful, gorgeous curls. So once I get to the point where I feel like my hair is where it's, where I'm happy with it, I go ahead and put my earrings in. I like to wear hoop earrings. I do wear studs, but lately I've just been feeling the hoops. And I feel like my hair actually looks very good. Like, it has lots of body to it. And then usually I move right along to doing my makeup. Now, in the morning, guys, I don't do all of the dramatics in the morning. I'm going to work, and for my work look, it's very simple. I just put on a little foundation, put on a little mascara, brush out my eyebrows because they're usually, kept up so that I can just, brush them out and not have to add like any liner or anything to them or makeup and stuff like that. That's usually just my everyday look. Like I said, I'm going to work. I work in a call center right now, so there's not a whole lot that I'm going to be doing. This is about as much as they're going to get, and I think what they get is great. So the next thing I do in the mornings, I like to do some morning affirmations. You can find tons of affirmations in the mornings for different topics. I sometimes do affirmations for positivity. You can find affirmations on for business if you're an entrepreneur, a bunch. And then usually once I'm done with my affirmations that I do in the mirror, which is really great, I move right along to getting breakfast prepared in the morning. I don't always cook breakfast in the morning. Sometimes I may make a smoothie to take to work with me. It just really depends on, my mood. But I decided to make breakfast this morning because I I had done some meal planning, like with my meats, and I didn't want any of the sausage that I had already prepared to go to bad, as it did the week prior, or it's like it can sometimes when you're just, living life and you can get busy. So this morning I decided to get up and make an omelet, and I had some sausage that was already cooked, so I just warmed the sausage up to pair with my omelet. But cooking in the morning isn't something I always do, but when I do it, I think it's good to cook when you're in a good mood, because it's just better when you add love to it. Orange juice is my favorite thing to have in the morning. I prefer Moscato in orange juice, or just anything that screams bubbly brunch. But because I was going to work, I didn't do that. But in my dreams, one day I'm going to be able to wake up and have mimosas, like, period. Like I said, I had sausage that was already cooked, so now I'm just sitting down eating, and I can just, take my time and eat my food. I usually go through some emails and stuff, to kind of, or just check my calendar to see what I have on it, if there's anything due with bills or any projects I have on my to-do list and things like that. Once I'm done eating, I'm one of those people where I clean as I go, guys. I absolutely hate leaving my house in a mess. I just like to come home to a clean environment. So throughout the week, because it's just me, I'm single, I don't have any children or a man, I take my dishes and I put them in the dishwasher throughout the week. And then once the weekend comes, whatever I've accumulated can all be washed at one time. I think that saves the planet in a special way. In my mind, I think I'm helping the planet when I do that. And then that's also when I usually do my laundry as well. But yeah, I have to clean up as I go before I leave the house in the morning, because I just don't like to leave my house in a mess. It just messes up my vibes when I have clutter and dirtiness around me. And I don't know who else feels that way. That's how I was raised. I know everybody wasn't raised that way, but even if you weren't raised that way, this is definitely something you can go ahead and implement into your life as an adult on your own. Usually once I'm done with my dishes, I go ahead and start getting things ready, like my water and stuff to take to work with me. And like I said, lately my favorite has been lemon and orange water together. Y'all, it's so good. I promise. Try it. It is so good. It is super delicious. Detox flavored water is super good. There's so many benefits to drinking water itself, but when you add fruit, especially things like lemon and oranges, it changes your life. It's great for weight loss. You got vitamin C, all these other different nutrients and minerals. So I usually cut up some fresh slices to put in my water, and usually I can get 2 days out of the slices that I make, as long as I keep refreshing my water throughout the day. I'm usually good. And then I'll bring it home in the evening and put that cup in the refrigerator with some water in it, and then the next morning it has a flavor in it, and then throughout the day I refill it. And then once I get home on the second day, I usually just go ahead and toss the fruit and start over with the fresh batch the next morning. So one thing I've been doing, I've been putting these little reminders, motivational quotes on the side. Drink some more. Hey, drink some more. Don't stop. Get it. Yes, bitch. On the side of my water bottle, my little mason jar, water canister, what have you, that I got from Amazon or something. And then usually once I'm finished with that and getting my lunch and stuff packed up, I grab my jacket, my purse, my little side bag or whatever, my keys, my badge, my coffee cup so that I can stop by the office and get my coffee on the way out. And I grab my Aldi bag with all of my supplies that I have for my desk. Like I said, I work in a call center, and I get ready to go, y'all. So this is coming to the end of the video. I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching, and I hope that it helps someone out. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching.